I am the greatest there has ever been. No one can match me. I am the most relentless, the most driven, and the most ruthless champion the world has ever seen. When they see me, they don't just respect me, they fear me. But here's the truth. Before you become a champion in the ring, you must first become one in your mind, in your soul, and in your lifestyle. Greatness doesn't begin when the spotlight hits. It begins in the dark, in the quiet moments when nobody is watching. It starts as a spark. You see someone who embodies excellence and a fire ignites within you. You don't immediately boast about being unbeatable. No, it begins with humility, with admiration, with a dream. You see greatness, and you decide you want that too. That is where it all begins. But the journey to greatness is not just about dreams. It is about making those dreams your reality. It's about transforming your wild ambitions into tangible achievements. It's about proving to yourself that nothing is impossible for the one who dares to try. People always ask me, would you fight my fury? Of course, I would. I would step into the ring with a lion if the price was right. I have always sought total domination. For me, it was never enough just to win. Victory meant breaking the opponent's will, crushing their spirit, leaving them with no doubt who the superior force was. That's why people said my intensity was different. It wasn't just rage, it was something deeper, something primal. But if that intensity scared others, that's their problem, not mine. I've always admired those who are willing to sacrifice everything for their dreams. Men like Muhammad Ali. Ali wasn't just a boxer, he was a force of nature. His willpower was unmatched. He didn't just fight his opponents, he overpowered them mentally. Look at how he defeated George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle. Look at how he outlasted Joe Frazier. He didn't just fight with his fists, he fought with his heart, his mind, and his indomitable spirit. He believed he would win, and he made his opponents doubt themselves. To achieve greatness, you must first know who you are. It's not about trying to be someone else. It's about looking in the mirror and recognizing your own potential. I have always known who I am. People can debate who the greatest is, but I don't have those debates. Why? Because I never doubted myself. I don't need the world to tell me who I am. I know it. But let me tell you this. Without self-love, you have nothing. And self-love isn't just about feeling good. It's about discipline. Real self-love means pushing yourself even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the hard things because you know they will make you stronger. It means waking up at 3 in the morning, running 4 miles in the darkness, coming back to train, going to school, and then training again. Repeating this cycle day after day while others sleep or waste time. I wasn't born into greatness. I was born in the darkness of obscurity. I was nobody, but I refused to stay there. I clawed my way out. I was a kid in a rough neighborhood, getting into trouble, facing the darkness of the streets. I remember being in a juvenile institution feeling lost. But then, like a miracle, Muhammad Ali walked in. They showed his movie, The Greatest, and when the lights came up, there he was, Muhammad Ali in the flesh. That moment changed everything. Suddenly I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be like him. From there, my path began. I was sent to another facility for troubled kids, and I met a man who taught me how to box. That man brought me to a trainer who became my mentor, my teacher, and my guiding light. He didn't just teach me how to throw a punch. He stripped away my insecurities, showed me my own potential, and made me believe I was destined for greatness. He didn't just build a fighter, he built a warrior. He believed in me more than I believed in myself. He used to challenge me, asking, "Why should someone else be rich while you are poor? Why should they have what you want? Why do you think they are better than you?" He wasn't trying to make me bitter. He was trying to make me hungry. He was teaching me to see myself as deserving of greatness. But greatness doesn't come without sacrifice. To become a champion, you must suffer. You must face adversity. You must lose to understand victory. Every scar I have is a lesson learned. Every defeat I've faced has only made me stronger. Life will test you. It will knock you down. But champions are the ones who get back up. My training was relentless. Up at 3 in the morning, running in the darkness while the world slept. Hours of sweat and pain, pushing my body and mind to their limits. It wasn't just about physical strength, it was about mental mastery. I became obsessed with understanding the art of boxing. I studied the legends. I studied the techniques. I studied the history. I wanted to know everything. Who the first champions were, who invented the sport, what made the greatest fighters great. Knowledge became my weapon. In the ring, I wasn't just fighting with my fists. I was fighting with my mind. I was a force of nature, a storm unleashed. I didn't just fight to win. I fought to dominate. My opponents didn't just lose. They were overwhelmed, defeated in body and spirit. I became a nightmare in the ring, but that's because I trained like a nightmare. Every punch I threw carried the weight of thousands of hours of preparation. But this journey wasn't just about fighting others. It was about fighting myself. It was about conquering my own doubts, my own fears. It was about finding the strength within me that no one else could take away. It was about rising every time I fell. I became more than just a boxer. I became a symbol of relentless willpower. I became someone who refused to be broken. Even when I fell from the heights I had reached, I did not stay down. Because true greatness isn't about never falling. It's about always rising. It's about looking at the world and saying, "You can knock me down, but you can never keep me down." I was born in darkness, but I became a light. I was forged in the fires of adversity, but I emerged as a force that could not be denied. I have soared higher than I ever imagined. And even when I've tumbled, I have always found my wings before I hit the ground. This is the mindset of a champion. This is the spirit that transforms dreams into reality. This is what it means to be truly unstoppable. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.